Welcome, everyone. I see some people trickling in. We're going to wait about 2 minutes to get started. So just hang tight, and Michelle will be speaking first.
All right, good afternoon and welcome. So we're going to go ahead and kick this thing off. My name is Michelle.Felt and I'm the clinical liaison for Pasadena Villa Outpatient Triad. We're so grateful that you all have chosen to join us. And I want you to know it's not lost on us that you chose to be here and you chose to do more than you had to do, and that is extra. So thank you so much for joining us. Your presence on this call suggests an interest in a relationship with us and also a desire to learn more about us so that you can be a better resource for your clients. And we want you to know that we definitely share that interest and desire. We clearly value a relationship with you, as you can tell, because we've invited you. And we're hopeful that we will be great resources for each other. Together, we can work toward our common goal of helping those struggling with mental health to get the care, support, and treatment that's best for them. We're so excited to be able to bring you our IOP, PHP, bring it to the Triad, and we're really looking forward to partnering and collaborating with you. We do truly believe that we have more of an impact if we work together. Leading the charge here at Pasadena Villa Outpatient Triad is the Executive Director, Kristin Cheshire. Along with all the administrative stuff an executive director has to manage, she's been tasked with creating a safe and healthy environment, as well as developing evidence-based, effective programming to foster growth and healing. Much thought has gone into this, and it will continue to go into it. And the programming that we offer our clients, as well as the clinicians that are chosen to engage our clients. I'm very happy to be able to say that Kristin brings a wealth of experience and expertise to these efforts. She comes to Pasadena Villa with a wide variety of clinical and leadership experiences. For her, it started over 10 years ago as a mental health technician. She's been helping people recover from recurrent and severe mental health challenges ever since. During the past 10 years, she's received her master's, gotten a certificate in trauma-focused cognitive behavioral therapy, and she's also gotten dually licensed as a clinical mental health counselor. She's also an addiction specialist as well, and she served in several leadership positions with a focus in program and team development. She's played key roles creating programming for both the adolescent and adult units at Cone Behavioral Health Hospital, where she also led the clinical team for the assessment department. Kristin also spent some time as the clinical coordinator for Legacy Freedom Treatment Center in Greensboro. Most recently, she was instrumental at Kellen Foundation, where she served as team lead and helped her team to meet the goals of a national grant source. It's really reassuring to us, and just especially in the position I'm in, being the clinical liaison for Pasadena Villa Outpatient Triad, knowing that I get to partner with somebody who has such great experience and has been working in inpatient and outpatient settings, providing group and individual therapy, combined with her certifications and training. All of those things have really positioned her well to lead the clinical team in working with people who have been impacted by trauma and also people that struggle with pervasive and persistent mental health challenges. In addition to her credentials and experience, I really do feel compelled to at least mention her character. I've had the pleasure of getting to know and observe Kristin as she's navigated the opening of our center and building of the clinical team. She really does care, and she's willing to put in the work to realize her vision for the center. She's really seized this opportunity to thoughtfully build a diverse team of clinicians that together are able to skillfully offer enriching and effective programming through a variety of approaches. Kristin is capable, she's thoughtful. There's no doubt that she'll be working in the best interest of all our clients. So at this point, I'll let you meet her yourselves and hear about her efforts and also what our center will be bringing to this community. And I am very, very pleased to introduce the Executive Director of Pasadena Villa Outpatient Triad, Kristin Cheshire.
Thank you for that introduction, Michelle, and all those kind words. And thank you all for being here with us today. We're excited for our virtual open house. And we hope that next year we'll be able to celebrate our 1-year anniversary in person. A couple of housekeeping things that I wanted to go over with you guys is that this is a webinar. So while you will be able to see and hear us, we will not be able to see and hear you. So in order to stay engaged and to interact with us, if you guys want to utilize the chat box, I have 2 of our staff members standing by. If you have any questions, they'll be happy to answer through the chat. Or if you want to comment, put emojis in there, that's fine too. You can also utilize the Q&A box. I'll be answering questions at the very end. So if there are any questions that you feel like the whole group would benefit from knowing the answer to, put it in that Q&A box. So I'm first just going to go over our agenda for today and introduce our speakers. So first we have David Bell, who is the Vice President of Outpatient Services at Odyssey Behavioral Healthcare. And David has been an instrumental part in getting this center up and running from the very beginning. And we are so grateful to have his continued leadership as we grow. Next, we'll have Brandt Christiansen, who is the CEO of the Greensboro Chamber of Commerce, saying a word for us. We're a member of the Chamber of Commerce, so excited to be a part of that network. And then Nancy Vaughn is going to make it official and cut the ribbon for us. Nancy Vaughn is the mayor of Greensboro, and we're so excited to have her here today. Then we'll go through and we'll be able to get a little walkthrough of our space. You'll see a short video showing everyone what our space looks like, and then I will do an overview of our services so that you get a good picture of what we are offering at Pasadena Villa. So David Bell, I will hand it off to you to say a little something for us.
Thank you, Kristin. I certainly want to echo Michelle and Kristin's comments and welcome everyone to the virtual open house. I also want to congratulate Kristin and her staff. It's no small feat opening any facility, outpatient or inpatient, and Kristin and her staff have done a fantastic job bringing this to life, so to speak. The Triad Center is our 3rd outpatient location in the state of North Carolina. Our North Carolina outpatient programs have helped a lot of folks on their journey to recovery and well-being, and we're humbled to continue to offer that help to those in need in North Carolina, especially in the Triad area. So we are committed to helping those folks. We are also have open locations in McLean, Virginia. This year, we'll be opening additional locations in Richmond, Virginia, Nashville, Tennessee, and in the future, Norfolk, Virginia, Knoxville, Tennessee, and Memphis, Tennessee. So our outpatient network is expanding, and we are filling a need that exists in many, many metropolitan areas, which is a need for outpatient mental health services. So thank you to Kristin and Michelle. I know the Triad Center will continue the great reputation and great outcomes that we've experienced at both our Raleigh and Charlotte locations. So I'm excited for that. I might also say, I don't think it's been mentioned, but we will be in network sometime in February with Blue Cross Blue Shield, Cigna, and Aetna, which we are networked with in the state of North Carolina, and we'll be adding the Triad location to those agreements. So welcome, everyone. Appreciate everyone being here, and I'll turn it back to you, Kristin.
Thank you, David. And it looks like we lost Brent. So I will hand it over to Nancy Vaughn, who, as I mentioned, is the mayor of Greensboro, and she's going to kick this off by cutting the ribbon for us. Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you, Kristin, and thank you, Michelle and David. It is a beautiful day here in Greensboro. This would be a great day for a ribbon cutting, but we're making do with what we can. I am really excited for the addition of Pasadena Villas. This is going to enable us to have an added layer of care that is really needed in the city of Greensboro and really around the country at this point. We have seen the toll that COVID has taken on people, not only physically, but the mental toll that it has taken on people. And it is good to have a great, strong outpatient place where people can go get the services that they need and still be with their families and doing other things that they need to do during the other hours of the day. I hope that everybody will stay and watch the virtual tour. I got a little sneak peek earlier, and it really is beautiful. It's comfortable and inviting. It is not sterile. So I am really excited that you decided to make the investment here in Greensboro. We know that you had many places that you could look at, but that when you came to Greensboro, you felt that this was a good place for you to put your money, that Greensboro would be a good investment. And for that, I want to say thank you very much. And, we look forward to a long relationship with Pasadena Villas. I'm not sure how you would like to do this. Normally, there's a whole bunch of people in the picture, people who are really important, who did things to make this open, the employees who are really going to make this tick, the people who did the upfit. And, I am really kind of undeserving of this honor. I just get to be here and celebrate while you guys did all the hard work and made the commitment for the future. So here it is. Maybe if you could take yourselves off mute for a minute and just help me count backwards from 3, we'll go ahead and cut the ceremonial ribbon. 3, 2, 1.
Yay! Yay, thank you.
I do want to say thank you. It truly is my honor to be able to be here and to share in your success and your commitment. I look forward to next year's anniversary, when it will be another beautiful day in the city of Greensboro, and we can celebrate your first year of success. Thank you for allowing me to be here today.
Thank you, Nancy. We appreciate it, and it's official. So I'll go back to, it looks like we have Brandt Christiansen back. Hi, Brandt.
Hey,
Lost you for a second.
I was on the wrong link, a user error, which is
That's
not
okay.
uncommon these days. At least I was able to get myself off mute. Everybody could hear me. Usually I'm talking into a muted microphone these days. So, but just let me say on behalf of the Greensboro Chamber of Commerce and our 1,200 members, we are so excited about you joining the community. We're really looking forward to this virtual tour you're about to do. We would love, as the mayor said, to be able to be doing this in person. That will come soon, as long as we all wear our masks, wait 6 feet apart, and wash our hands, and eventually get shots in our arms. So we're looking forward to the opportunity to do that as well, so we can all get back together. Even us introverts out there are looking forward to shaking hands and hugging people again at some point very, very soon. But what I will tell you about our community that I hope you found out is we have an incredible medical community in the Triad, and you're joining right in. You're certainly a great addition to that, and we're excited about having you all join. And then we're an incredibly friendly community. We accept folks with open arms. And like I said, and the mayor said, we'd have a lot of people at this event, shaking hands, giving hugs, welcoming you in person. And we'll look forward again to doing that a year from now. We'll have cake and ice cream and all that good stuff and have a 1-year anniversary / birthday party. But again, on behalf of the Greensboro Chamber, thank you for joining our network of 1,200 businesses, and thank you for joining our community.
Thank you, Brent. We really appreciate it, and we're excited to be a part of your network as well. So now I'm going to play the video for the virtual tour. There should be some sound if we don't have any technical difficulties. But as you'll see, what we created here in the Triad is a very serene and peaceful environment so that clients, when they come in, they feel at home, where they feel safe to be vulnerable, they feel heard and listened to. And that was really our focus when we were developing the space and developing the decor and developing the lighting. So I hope you guys enjoy. All right. Thank you guys for watching that. So that's a little tour of our space. All of those larger rooms that you saw are the spaces that we'll be doing programming. So our groups will be taking place in those larger rooms once we are able to all gather again. Right now, we will be offering in-person services along with virtual. hold on. Technical difficulties. We'll be offering services in person as well as virtual to make sure that we're keeping everyone safe, and we are following all of the CDC guidelines in the office as we accept clients in person. So now I just want to go over a little bit about what we actually offer in our programming. So we have 2 levels of care here in Pasadena Villa Outpatient. Our first level of care is partial hospitalization, and that includes 5.5 hours of group therapy daily, Monday through Friday. It also includes weekly individual therapy, family therapy if it's clinically appropriate, and also psychiatric services. Our intensive outpatient program is 3 hours of group a day, and that could be anywhere from 3 days a week to 5 days a week, depending on the clinical need. And this is an example of one of our group rooms that we have. And all of our groups are available to adults 18 and up. So some of the diagnoses that we might see come through our programs are anxiety disorders, PTSD, those who are experiencing trauma and having symptoms from that, bipolar disorder, depression disorders, and co-occurring substance use disorder. So what that means is that if somebody is coming in with a primary mental health concern and they also have a history of addiction, we would accept them into our program. If they're actively coping with substances, they might also be accepted into our program, but we screen everyone to see if they're clinically viable or not. If somebody, the only exclusion to that would be somebody who is seeking addiction treatment specifically. So what do all those diagnoses look like? So they might, somebody who would be a fit for our program might be having difficulty getting out of bed. They might be having difficulty doing basic self-care tasks like showering or eating, difficulty going and doing their commitments such as work or school. They may be in outpatient therapy currently and are just not seeing the benefits from 1 day a week with their therapist. They might need a higher level, more intensive services, and that's what we're here for, to provide more intensive group therapy and support for those individuals. We might also see folks who are coming out of the inpatient hospitalization and they need to step down. And so our partial hospitalization program can help them to integrate back into their daily life. So 5 to 6 days of inpatient may not be enough for somebody to stabilize and go back to doing all the things that life requires. So what we're here is to act as a stepping stone for them to be able to get the support and the skills that they need to thrive. Most of the time with our partial hospitalization program, we'll step them down into IOP so that they have even further support and getting used to getting back into those daily routines. I'm super excited about the staff that we have on board. Our therapists are just absolutely amazing and have a wide range of talents. So I'm very excited about what our programming looks like. Some of our therapists have specialty areas and are board certified in expressive arts such as dance and drama. We have some of our therapists who are licensed clinical addiction specialists, who are certified in seeking safety interventions, and all of our therapists have a good knowledge base and or advanced training in understanding trauma and how that impacts individuals. And so that is something that is very important to us as a center. I've given you guys a little bit of a sample of programming. Of course, with each group, we try to to be as individualized as a group can possibly be. So this might look a little bit different depending on who we have in our group, the clients that we have in our group and what their needs are. So as you can see, we have a lot of groups. We have a lot of eclectic groups. So all of our groups are evidence-based. We have DBT, CBT as sort of the backbone of our therapy modalities. And then we have some adjunctive therapies that are also, that give us a little bit of some variety. So we have a music therapy, dance therapy, drama therapy, those types of things. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming today and just being a part of this and welcoming us so much into the community. We're really excited about being here. I want to hear from you. Do you have any questions about the program? Are there things that you feel like we did not cover that you'd like to know? You can either put your questions in the chat or you can put it in the Q&A. I'm looking at the chat right now to see if there's any questions that anybody might have. Can someone refer themselves? Absolutely. So all you need to do to make a referral for yourself or for someone else is called the admissions line, which I have listed here. And everybody that leaves here today will get a copy of this PowerPoint presentation along with one of our brochures. So you can call this admissions line and you will speak to one of us directly who will help you get connected to a therapist to see if you're a fit for the program. Will we be contracted with United Healthcare? No, at this time we are not going to be contracted with United Healthcare. As David said, we will be in network with Cigna, Aetna, and Blue Cross and Blue Shield around February. Just scrolling up to see if I missed any questions. Anything else, Michelle, that you would like to say in wrapping up today?
Well, I'm grateful. I've enjoyed being able to sit back and watch this. So first of all, I'll say thank you, Kristin. This looks great, and she's done a great job in letting everybody know or giving you a taste of what our center has to offer. We're all very excited about a relationship with all of you. One thing that I would say is many of you I've had the chance to talk with, and most of you I've interacted with in some way, but feel free to put in the chat if you want to make sure that you and I have some one-on-one time. I'm certain that if you've been invited, I'm going to be reaching out to you anyway, but you can speed that up by letting me know. And thank you for the welcome, and thank you for our special guests for taking the time to present. So thank you. Looking forward to partnering and serving our community.
Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate your time today. And again, just reach out if you have any questions or if you think you know somebody who might benefit from our services, please give us a call, 336-297-7440. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thanks.